Oh no, what's this IRL one? Oh, fuck this. This Australian. This is not a true Australian, this cunt. Fuck this man with a passion. I can't believe he did what he did. Go into graves and fucking grave robbing. Ah, this makes me so angry.
Back TikToker just filmed himself stealing from graves in Japan for attention online, which ended up upsetting an entire country before his career has really started.
Not just one country, it pissed off Australia too, because we don't fucking do that shit here. That guy does not represent us. That guy is just a well-off prick.
This is Lockie Jones, an Australian YouTuber who believes that kindness is key, and judging from his actions, I don't believe he actually thinks so. But he's currently making headlines because he recently decided to visit Japan. He filmed himself committing some crimes, and then he's responded to those crimes in the dumbest ways possible. Behavior that we've honestly seen quite a few times before here on this channel, but let's get into it. I guess you could say if only Lockie Jones was paying attention for the past few years, as this stuff just does not fly anymore over there. And at this point, it's sad to say, it's not even original.
Oh, should it?
We've had Johnny Somali completely disrespect Japan and South Korea for a while now, and now you have Lockie Jones visiting
Japan
a
is a
grave
beautiful place that's been ruined by these IRL streamers.
And literally stealing off.
They are absolutely It's not just the IRL streamers too, it's some of the tourists that go there. I mean, they've put a ban on people in suburbs for Kyoto because people just can't stop touching the geishas and taking photos of them. It's like, guys, they're not there for your fucking entertainment. They're doing this for cultural significant reasons. And this is how they live. Stop treating them like monkeys in a zoo. Ah, it's fucking maddening.
Offerings left for family members of the deceased. So I mean, this is just desperate and extremely cringeworthy behavior, but to understand how we even got here first, we need a brief recap of who this scumbag is and how he even got here. So around 3 years ago, Lockie started posting content on his TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube account. First impression of the guy, he doesn't seem the brightest due to posting clips like this, just asking the first guy he finds that's not white where the local kebab store is.
Oh god.
Amigo, we look for the kebab store. You know what I mean? We're hungry. Look at him.
Why would you post this? And maybe more importantly, why would you leave this up? But it does feel like he has a little bit of an obsession with law enforcement, because there's multiple videos after this of just him filming and mocking police officers in Peru.
Oh no.
Hey, gang, gang. Woo!
That's the biggest gang in Cusco, the Policia.
Then you have him making crypto investment advice, because everyone wants crypto advice from a dude with no direction in life.
With his scam
You
coin?
need to have a bag of Solana. It's big, it's growing. And the American government just listed it on their list of crypto assets that they will be investing in. You can stake Solana at above 6%. If you just buy it right now and forget about it,
It's a
let's
rug
do some
pull coin.
numbers, because this thing is hitting $1,000 for sure.
Meanwhile, the
No.
rest of his clips just featured clips of his travels from his series called Idiot Van Diaries.
All right, update on the Van Diaries. We have a stowaway. Hola. Can you, vamos?
The vibe I get from this guy is that he might be having an early midlife crisis, because just from reading his Instagram bio, it says stuff like reality warper. And on his YouTube about section, it also says that I'm exploring the esoteric truths behind the facade, and let's find out how to achieve your ultimate elite timeline. You know, because his timeline is looking
He needs to align his chakras and open his kundalini channels. Jesus fucking Christ.
pretty damn elite at this point. I think the best quote I see from him is, "We will attack the dark topics with humor, irreverence, and questioning to ensure that we can shine enough light to bring us through the apex and beyond." Brother, what? And from what I'm about to show you, it more sounds like I'm allowed to be a scumbag because I hide behind a layer of irony and fake truths, but hey, to each their own. And this brings us to his visit to Japan, which started like this.
Tokyo, Japan, Hamura. And we are looking for because the mission is, we want to go to the forest and shoot a picture of Logan Paul, and maybe grab a stick off a tree to make a magic wand.
So he's trying to pull a Logan
With
Paul.
that,
He's a
I feel
Logan
like
Paul
it's safe to
wannabe.
say this isn't
So he's literally just looking for a body. Oh my fucking god. disrespectful fucking twat.
Going to be the end of content like this. Influencers like this genuinely believe controversy is going to be their way into stardom, when in reality, you're just going to be featured in some videos where people discuss how much of a terrible person you are or laugh at you for being a dumbass and doing this. Then in a few months, absolutely nobody would care about you again until you do something extremely outlandish. This is essentially the entire career path that Johnny Smalley had. Honestly, this is just a playbook for how to ruin your life for a little bit of attention online, and it's definitely not worth it. You can ask Vitaly, who's currently still stuck in the Philippines, or
Who is currently getting clapped. And Johnny Somali, oh, he's gonna fucking go to jail and get clapped as well. Oh my god. I hope they throw the book at both of these people.
Johnny, who's still stuck in South Korea. They're definitely not having a good time right now.
We Logan Paul to defend the honor of the Japanese people. He should not have done a nasty video in a sacred forest.
So it's almost like he's being sarcastic and has this like new age opinion of, oh, it's just a joke, mate. Don't worry, yeah? You're just a little bit of a snowflake, yeah? I will never try to repeat an Australian accent again.
As an Aussie, you're okay, dude.
More on the British side than anything else, but yeah, let's just move on. The only comedy in this situation is the fact that he's dumb enough to do it. So what did he actually do? Well, in a video titled Force Japan Part 2 Graveyard Flip, we can see Loki approach a graveyard, which we can only assume is just outside of the forest that Logan Paul made very infamous on the internet, and I guess just proceed to take a can that's been left on a grave and chug it, even cheersing the grave about it.
Oh, look at this guy. Full can of Kieran. Should I drink it?
No.
Should I drink it? By the way, shout out this guy. Legend, clearly a legend. And this by his mate. All right, we got the Harry Potter coin. So we go dragon or wizard. Dragon we drink, wizard we think. That's the dragon. All right. That's the warmest bite, yeah. Over the shoulder. Good luck. Good luck. Lucky blessings. Rest in peace. And if you went down angry, I hope you get vengeance. Cheers, gobber.
Wow, this guy's so cool. And to give more context, there was a pretty good comment left on his video. In Japan, the offerings to see on the grave aren't decorations or props, especially not for content. Families lead food, drinks, and incense as gifts for the spirits and their loved ones. They're believed to reach the deceased in some form. So essentially, he was stealing an offering given to a deceased person, not only disrespecting a culture, but also their family.
If he did go down angry, I hope his vengeful spirit rises up and takes him, please. Take this fucking false Aussie.
So you would think maybe he didn't understand what he was doing and that after receiving some backlash online, he would apologize for that situation, but no, that is definitely not the case.
I'd like to take this video, this lovely day, to apologize to absolutely no one, for everyone who went and yapped about he took a drink from a dead man. Have some concern for the living, yeah?
I think you may have had a few too many graveyard beers before writing this, because what is that even saying? Have some concern for the living? Like, what is the argument here? But I guess let's hear him out.
I see a lot of people out here and they are acting in a way that they would not like to be treated.
Okay, so he's seeing people acting in a way that he wouldn't want to be treated. I'm assuming he's speaking about himself, because I don't think he'd like someone else going to one of his relatives' graves and destroying the flowers left there.
No, we'll piss on his parents' graves, huh? Would you like that? Piss on your ancestors' graves? Because that's basically what you're doing.
How is that dead guy? I'm not drinking that drink. What is the problem? The problem is how some of you are thinking is okay to
Is he wearing eyeliner?
behave just because everyone else is behaving that way.
So instead of apologizing, he's just trying to spin this narrative of act your own way and not follow the norms of society.
Looked like he was wearing
even
eyeliner.
though it may upset and anger an entire culture, all while being visibly intoxicated. Or maybe I'm just wrong and he's just incredibly stupid. Or both, who knows? So he then proceeds to jump off a bridge into this massive lake and proceeds to use this as a metaphor for his troubling online existence.
I mean, do you remember the saying? If everyone, what was it? If your friend jumped off a bridge, would you do it? Well, Put that saying to the test. Be sane in an insane world is to be crazy.
Okay. Why? But briefly after this, he promotes his Japan YouTube video and describes it as discussing groundbreaking stuff. So I thought I'd take a look because so far I haven't seen anything groundbreaking from this guy, and that's still the case after watching this video.
At the very least, I wanted to hear the stories of some of the Japanese people, as I have heard from others all over the world.
Whilst you insult them, where's this gonna go?
Yet, this is buried under 6 feet of venomous black mess. Soul-sucking technological terror.
Because essentially this whole video has this narrative that suggests that Japan and their culture has completely changed and lost its roots, including that they have a massive PDF file program, he alleges, which is reinforced by the culture and how some of the women dress. This is what he alleges here. But this still begs the question, why does this give you the right to disrespect someone's culture just because you think there's aspects of it that you deem as wrong? And if you truly believe all these things, why is your way of getting attention to the story stealing from a random graveyard? Like, he's just defending his garbage behavior with a whataboutism argument. Like, he just seems to be a fried conspiracy theorist, bro, and he's made it his entire personality.
If your focus was on the right outlets and beliefs, and you had individuals inspiring you, you could have the highest percentage of superheroes from any nation.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I present you Japan's new spiritual leader in collaboration with ChatGPT, because he didn't come up with that himself. And for some reason, he just keeps making these videos almost like he's thinking, well, now I have some attention of Japan, let's drop some facts in them. Like, dude, what are you doing?
Look, if you felt I desecrated your dead, I am sorry. It was a mistake. I'm coming clean. I shouldn't have portrayed that. The reality we are walking through...
Maybe stop fucking chewing that gum whilst you're apologizing then, you lying prick.
...is going through a period of mass psychosis, and it took crazy to get noticed. Point number 2. Mass psychosis is a mass of psychoses.
Okay, yeah, this just reminds me of a really bad school presentation that you give as a child, and he's just like writing it for Japan to clap. So he's
reading off of a script that ChatGPT wrote
behind these actions is it took crazy to get noticed. But I don't think there's a single world-renowned philosopher or culture expert that had to metaphorically and physically piss on someone's grave to be noticed. It's just overall extremely lame, and it just shows that he's way too far up his own ass to take any sort of accountability here. You can just see how proud he is of the situation gaining him a little bit of attention. Just from looking at the guy, it looks like he needs some help. His whole content shtick is just like hippie van lifer who thinks he's doing all these good things for the greater good, when in reality, it just seems like he just needs to go home and fix the relationship
like this guy
with his
at all in
parents.
Australia.
But hey, that's just my take from looking over some of his videos. Obviously, Johnny was held in jail in Japan for 3 months for doing something similar, and I'm sure if Japan